morning, Breakout. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. We'll get started in just a minute. Go ahead if you have, which I did not grab myself, a little towel or something. We're gonna do a little hamstring stretch at the end and a little shoulder stuff at the beginning. So something longer if you have a yoga strap. You can see my arms, but long. Let me grab mine. I hope you're all having a great morning, great day. I am not 100% sure about this, but because I realized today, as I was working with my client this morning, the next 2 Fridays land on holidays. Morning, Hector. How's it going? If you happen to have a strap or a towel, Hector, just helpful. I just said for our shoulder stuff at the beginning and some hamstring stuff at the end. Oh, excellent! You have like a proper strap, like yoga strap, or just like a strap? I mean, either work, it doesn't matter. I was just curious. Oh, that works. Oh, perfect. You don't by chance have yoga blocks, do you? Two? Oh, awesome. Grab your blocks, Hector. I never teach with blocks because I assume no one has them, and you know what, you and me, so let's do some blocks. I'm gonna grab my blocks in 1 second. Oh my goodness, you should have told me before. I have like 4 sets of blocks too, but of course, oh no, there's a third person. Whoever joined. So optional, because Hector has blocks. We're gonna add some blocks here. So we're gonna change how I'm gonna open up the practice then, which is totally cool, but I love opening this way. But anyway, sorry, happy Friday. Let me get back to where I was. Happy Friday, hope everyone's doing well. The next 2 Fridays, like I was saying, so next Friday is Christmas Day, and then the Friday after that is New Year's Day. So chances are we will not be having yoga those days. I haven't confirmed this with Breakout yet or Todd, but I think that's safe to say. We might have a yoga break. So I think it looks like this is our last class of 2020 together. Breakout, it's been such an adventure. If someone would have told me at the beginning of this pandemic when I started teaching for Breakout if I would still be doing it at the end of 2020, I said, heck yes. No, I just didn't realize we'd still be in this situation. It's craziness, right? On it, Hector, on it. So glad to have anyone who's been watching. And Hector, it's extremely grateful for you. You've been popping on all these classes. I love it. Great to have you. I hope one of these days when I'm back in Tucson, we can officially meet in person. Wouldn't that be awesome? Teach a real live class yoga, or a real live yoga class. All right. Enough chit chat. I'm gonna get it set up. So, because I know that you have blocks, Hector, if you don't have blocks, it's fine. You're gonna come onto your back. You'll make it work. If you do have blocks, exactly. We'll see pro. So I'm gonna turn it just sideways so you can see profile. So you want one block at the medium height, the other block at the higher height. Now I love this. It's a heart opener. I was talking about these not too long ago with a friend. They're like, what's your favorite yoga pose? I love a heart opener, and I love a restorative heart opener, and that's exactly what this is. So kind of closing out our last yoga class of 2020 together with a little heart opener. So this block right here, this lower one, you want to make sure it's right underneath your shoulder blades. And I do apologize because of my space here. So half my leg. So see how it's under my shoulder blades? If it's too low,
the shoulders will kind of hang off. It's not going to be super comfortable. If it's too high, then you're going to get this rounding here and you're going to push back. So you want to make sure it's just right at the tip of your shoulder blades. It should feel fairly comfortable. Now the other block you're going to get, and you're going to bring it, you can adjust it here behind the head. Now make sure it's planted down. Sometimes they get a little like tilted. So just make sure that block is flat on the floor. And then once you're there, if it does not feel comfortable, adjust. If you're just like, this is not working for me, bring it all the way down onto your back. Now your choice with the legs, right now my knees are bent, one because of just space, but if you want to even take the knees out to the side, bring the soles of the feet together, help to open up the hips, go for it. Otherwise, keeping the feet planted, whatever works best for you. And go ahead and just settle here for a moment. Soften your face, broaden along your collarbones, open your heart, open through your chest. Now, if you happen to be using blocks and you feel that it's a little high for you, everything can come down a level. So this block can flip down, this block can go halfway. So kind of adjust it. Take a moment. I'm going to give you some time. Again, just make sure the setup feels comfortable for you. Now, like I said, oops, see my mat is crooked here. Like I said, it's more of a restorative pose, but I love restorative yoga. And it helps. You don't necessarily need a lot of props for it, but it does help to have a lot of props because you do stuff like this. And although maybe at first it might not feel like a whole lot is going on, it's just a great way, just especially Friday morning, to open up your heart. Let the arms be out to the side. Go ahead and soften your face. Close your eyes, and I'm just going to talk you through it here. I'm just kind of setting your intention for your practice, allowing your body to settle. As your breath flows. Allowing your collarbones to broaden any tension through your face, through your jaw. Allow it to be soft. And just get that nice lift of the heart. And anything heavy that sits on the chest, anything on your mind, it's the perfect time to just kind of start to let some of that go. As you deepen your breath. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. 2 more just like that, deep breath in. And release. 1 more deep breath in here. And release. And take a moment, gently pressing your lips together, allowing your breath to continue to flow. But without gripping your teeth, without pushing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. When you're ready, go ahead and take your time. Go ahead and gently open up your eyes, taking the space. Now stay where you are, don't come up yet. Again, if you're all the way on your back, that is totally fine too. If you're on your blocks, you feel good, stay where you are. If you have your knees out to the side or your legs are straight, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet down onto your mat. So even if you're all the way on your back, same thing, plant your feet down. Now I want everyone to go ahead and reach their arms right alongside their hips. And then from here, as you inhale, you're gonna float your arms up, and take them all the way up and overhead. And then as you exhale, go ahead and take them forward. And just a few rounds here, just starting to warm up the shoulders a bit more. Inhale, reach the arms up. And down. 2 more here. Inhale, reach. And down. Now 1 more. I want you to pause with your hands reaching towards the ceiling, towards the sky. From here, gently soften the shoulders down so they're not lifted up. You're not reaching up. You're gently drawing those shoulders into the shoulder joint. Now interlace all 10 fingers. Now bring your thumbs together. Flip your palm. I want you to press your index finger towards the ceiling. Gently draw your thumbs back. And then as you inhale, go ahead and slowly reach your arms up and overhead. Now we're gonna hold here a bit. Now if you're on all the way on the back, it's gonna be a different stretch. I want you to think of pushing your palms towards the wall where your hands are reaching. If you are on blocks, Hector, just gently let the arms fall. Now gravity's gonna do most of the work here, and your arms most likely will not touch the mat. If they do, awesome, super bendy shoulders. Mine are not. So just kind of taking that moment here just to open up along the underarm into the lats. A little bit of release into those shoulders, taking 2 more rounds here. 1 more round of breath here. And then go ahead and bring the hands all the way up. Go ahead and flip your palms towards your chest. Now, we're going to do it one more time, but I want you to change the grip. So whichever index finger you have on top, mine is my left, I'm going to switch and bring the right on top. And then again, you're going to flip your palms back up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead and slowly reach your arms up and overhead and take a nice big stretch here. And again, you might feel that stretch into the triceps, into the shoulders. I get a lot into my lat, into the underarm area. So just a nice release. Even if you did this on like a pillow or something behind the back, it's great. For anyone, again, spending a lot of time working from home, at a desk, seated, just to get that heart to open up and the shoulders to soften. Take another breath here. 1 more round. And then go ahead and bring your arms all the way back up. And one last time here, flip your palms towards you and then gently release. Extend those arms all the way out to the side. Nice, big, expansive reach. And gently release the breath. Good. Now taking your time, I want you to go ahead and, if you're on the blocks, just carefully roll yourself to one side. And go ahead and bring yourself all the way upright. Awesome. Now if you're not on blocks, don't worry. You're just coming straight up. Now again, I'm going to leave it up to you. I want you to come to a comfortable seated position. So that could be in a chair, that could be seated for any of us. And I know Hector does have blocks now that he told me I should have asked sooner. You can bring your knees all the way down to the mat. You can bring a block between your ankles, and then you can have a seat on your blocks. Just letting the knees rest down here. If you happen to be super flexible, the knees feel good, and you want to just bring the hips all the way down, we're going to be here for a bit. Right now, my hips, I can't even fully touch the floor. My knees are sensitive, so I have to use a block. But again, a pillow works too. Go ahead and take your strap, take your belt, take whatever it is that you have that's long enough that we can really take a nice big reach. So it's going to be that big length here, shoulders nice and soft, heart is lifted as you inhale, flip the strap, whatever it is you have up and overhead, and bring it down. And again, bringing your arms up and overhead, and down. And a couple more rounds here, bring it up, and shifting back. Woo. Go and take a couple more rounds. Now you see we have this sticky spot right here in the back, even I'm pushing my ribs out, soften those ribs in, and forward. I'm going to take off the sweater in just a moment. Still a little chilly, so I was trying to warm up my body a bit. Moving at your own timing, your own pace. Go ahead and take about 1 more round on your own. Now try to make sure, and I just did it right now, and it's very subtle because we tend to have one shoulder tighter than the other. What happens is one arm will go and then the other arm. You want to really make sure that both arms are moving at the same time, even if you have to widen your grip, just so it's an even stretch. You don't want to have a dominant side taking over. Now from here, I'm going to turn forward towards the camera. You're going to bend your elbows, like I feel a gold post. From there, elbows to the side. Now, if you have something that's kind of stretchy, this is going to be a little bit different for you. You're not going to pull as hard. If you have something that's really tight and it's not going to give, it's not going to stretch, which I love, you're going to soften the shoulders down, and then I want you to try to rip whatever it is. Now, if it's slightly more delicate, then maybe don't pull so hard, but if you know whatever you're holding is not going to rip, I want you to try to pull apart as much as you can. The arms might even get a little shaky here. Taking 1 more round of breath. And exhale, good. Go and gently release. My arms are getting real shaky there. Set your strap, set your block, whatever, or set your strap, whatever you're using, to the side. Before we bring it up, let's take a little twist. Bringing your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And keep that rotation. Excuse me, 1 moment. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. 1 more round of breath to your right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And then go and bring yourself back to center. And go ahead and switch sides. Take it the other direction. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And just a couple more rounds of breath here. Inhale to find your lift. Exhale to rotate. One more round of breath. And then bring it all the way back to center. Soften your shoulders and go ahead and shift forward. Go ahead and bring your hands all the way down onto the mat. Plant your palms, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and taking a couple rounds here as you inhale, pull your heart forward. As you exhale, round chin to chest. And again, inhale, reach your heart forward. And exhale, round chin to chest. And just a couple more rounds here, releasing along your spine, especially the lower back. 2 more rounds. And then once you're ready, go ahead and take that movement right up into your downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, plant your palms, tuck your toes, and go ahead and pedal it out, bending one foot and then the other. As those inner thighs shift back, as your head releases down. Getting just a nice stretch here into the hamstrings, into the calves. Again, release through the lower back, engaging through your core, gently pressing your heart down. As you inhale, begin to shift forward, shoulders over wrist. Pause here, pull the heart forward, broaden along the collarbones. Imagine you're trying to pull the mat apart. Take another inhale. Exhale, hips up and back. And again, inhale forward. And exhale back. 2 more here, inhale forward. Exhale back. And 1 more, inhale forward, pause. Shoulders right over wrist. And from here, a slight shift forward. You're welcome to bring your knees to the mat. A gentle hug of your elbows, sliding along those ribs as you lower. Untuck your feet. Now soften your shoulders from your ears as you inhale, take it into your low cobra. Shoulders stay soft, don't let those shoulders creep up. Heart is lifted, tailbone reaching back. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, gently lower. And 2 more. Inhale, lift to lengthen, shoulders soft from the ears. Exhale, lower. And 1 more. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Press back on your knees, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just getting that spine to warm up again, opening up the heart a little bit more here. We already started with those heart openers, so we're getting into them a little bit quicker today. And 1 more round. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, gentle hug of your knees. Now we're gonna hold these ones a little bit longer here. As you inhale, feel free to lift a little bit higher. So a little bit more work into the arms, hugging in, but lift your belly up. Shoulders soft. Take another inhale, soften your glutes. Exhale, release. So don't over grip your bum to lift your heart up. It pulls too much into that lower back. Think of core, think of belly drawn in. As you inhale, lift up. Shoulders nice and soft. Exhale, lower 1 more just like that. Feel free to keep those hips grounded. Inhale, take that lift. Tuck your toes. Can you go straight legs? Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, come onto your toes, look forward. And just take a nice deep bend just to lengthen that lower back and take your time. Go ahead and walk your feet up for this first round. Take your feet hips width. Feel free to even clasp hands to elbows, just a little sway side to side. Again, release through the lower back, release through your neck, through your jaw. And then bring your hands all the way down towards the mat. Either on your mat, on your shins, you decide. As you inhale, take a nice little lift. Exhale, fold down. Even here, for any friends who have blocks, this is what I was talking about when you have blocks. You can use them here, so if the hands don't quite reach, especially if you do yoga regularly and you're getting that hamstring length, blocks are an awesome tool. People think that if you use blocks, it means you're not a great yogi. That is not true. It's a lie. It actually helps you, so you want to be aligned. Shoulders soft. Now from here, soft bend. From here, you're going to keep that spine nice and long. You're either using blocks, or again, hands can be on the mat, or shins. As you inhale, bring those hands all the way up to the hips. Heart is reaching forward, and as you inhale, bring it all the way up to stand. Whew. All right, yogis.
I am fully layered here. One last round. All right. Let's go. Standing tall at your mat. From here, go ahead and bring your toes, big toes, all the way together. And then as you inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, soft bend, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. And then step your left foot back. Now come onto your fingertips. Pause, reach your heart forward, soften through your shoulders. Keep that lift, keep that length. Now before we come all the way up, keep reaching the heart forward. Can you inhale, float those arms right alongside the hips. Whoo. Check in with your core. Now power through your back leg. Send that back inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Shoulders soft from the ears. On your next inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Pause. Shoulders soft away from the ears. Wrap your triceps forward. Hugging your right outer hip back. Keep your belly lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more round here. Steady your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's take 3. Lower and lift back knee. Inhale. And you take a little widening with the elbows. Exhale. Inhale up. And 2 more. And up. And 1 more. And up. Pause. Reach your arms up. Send your hips down just a bit more. Belly lifts. Take your arms reverse. Palms forward. As you exhale, shift that heart forward. Shoulders soft from the ears. Taking 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down. Inhale, float your right arm up to the sky. Pressing left hand down, soften your shoulders from your ears. Now take this top arm, rotate. Can you continue to reach it up and over your head? Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. And gently release. Soft bend through your back knee. Take your gaze forward. Step it all the way to the top. Now go ahead and take your feet hips width here. Soft bend as you inhale. Halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And release hands to heart. Take your hands, interlace behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades down. Broaden through your collarbone, soft bend. Take your dive. Now getting again a little deeper into those shoulders. Let your head release. Gentle nod, yes. Gentle shake, no. Send your knuckles up to the ceiling. If available, you extend the legs, maybe they straighten, and then maybe those knuckles start to reach forward towards the top of your mat. Taking 2 more breaths. 1 more round of breath here. And exhale, releasing hands to mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Step your right foot back. Now coming onto your fingertips, back leg is strong. Reach the heart forward, soften your shoulders. Left outer hip hugs back, belly towards the spine. As you inhale, can you hover those arms? Whoo, airplane them. Shoulders away from ears, belly stays lifted. Keep that core engaged. 1 more breath here. Inhale brings you up. Pause, wrapping triceps forward. Now, setting the pelvic floor down, lifting that belly up. And then power through your back leg. So much going on there. Almost as if you're trying to hug the inner thighs together, but yet sink the hips down even more. So we really get that engaged strength. Take another inhale. Elbows wide, back knee lowers. Inhale up. And 2 more. And up. 1 more. And up. Now keep that reach. Sink the hips just a little bit deeper. Belly lifts. Now take the palms, reach them forward, shoulders soft. And begin to shift your heart forward towards the top of your mat. Shoulders away from ears. Length through your spine. Taking 1 more inhale here. Exhale, release. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Find your nice rotation here. Shoulders soft. Taking the gaze up. If available, begin to reach your arm all the way up and overhead. One more inhale here. Exhale, gently release your hand, shift your gaze forward, bend your back knee, step it all the way to the top. Feel free to take those feet hips width. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, yogis. You're gonna stay facing forward. I'm just gonna turn so you can see the hands on my back. You're gonna reach out, rotate. Now the goal is to bring those hands to prayer pose. If that happens, great. If not, great, no worries. Other option is knuckles, elbows, or stay with hands at hips. So you decide. Now, as you open up the heart, Don't push the ribs out, draw the ribs in. Shoulders stay soft. Take your left foot, take it about 3 feet back. Now both my heels are on the floor, hugging my right outer hip back. Engage, lengthen that right leg. Lifting the heart now for 3 breaths. You're gonna take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna pause halfway. A soft bend through that right knee. Inhale, exhale. 2 more here, keep lifting those shoulder heads. 1 more round of breath. Inhale, lift. Now keep whatever grip you have with the hands. Bend your front knee, step it forward, and switch. Other side, hug the left hip back. Engage, lift the belly up, take an inhale. As you exhale, take it halfway. Pausing here. 2 more rounds of breath. Keep lifting those shoulder heads. Even me, I see they start to fall forward. Lift them up. As you inhale, bring it all the way up. And bend your front knee. Go ahead and step it to the top. My shoulders are a bit tight right now. Soften. Take a nice deep breath in. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, float your arms. Exhale, go ahead. Inhale, halfway. Now plant your palms, you can step it back. We're gonna head through vinyasa or straight back to down dog, yogi's choice. Knees up or down. If you're ready for up dog, take that pause halfway. And then take the lift. Collarbones broad. Shift it up and back. Take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Maybe a little pedal, a little release. Whatever you gotta do here. Now keep those shoulder blades lifted up towards the hips. 3 rounds. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. And back. And 2 more. And back. And 1 more. Pause the top. Step your foot all the way between your hands. Come onto your fingertips, lengthen. Crescent pose. As you inhale, take the float. Just here for a breath for the transition. Drop your back heel all the way to the floor. Walk your front foot in, so heel to arch alignment, and then set it up, warrior 2. Just. Now, as you set that tailbone down, keep reaching, soften shoulders down, keep that length, sending your thigh forward. Now, no crunching, keep the lift, don't take your forearm. Reach it up and over. Now keep softening through your shoulders. Keep that reach up to the sky. Some of us, this is enough here, awesome. For others of us, we might start to work the hand down. Now here's another place where you say a block would be useful, because maybe the hand doesn't go all the way down, but you use a block. So if you have one, great. Otherwise, maybe hand to the mat. Now take this top arm, rotate, bring it to your lower back, towards your hip. Maybe it wraps around your thigh, and then keep opening up that left shoulder. Keep drawing the belly in, soften your ribs in. 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more here. Inhale, release your left arm up. Now pause. I know the legs are working, hugging that right outer hip back. As you inhale, pause. Find that stance. Nice. Take another inhale. You've got this. Exhale. Inhale, extend your right leg. Pause, releasing the arms down. Woo. Now we're going back into that warrior 2 again. Keeping that center lifted. Shoulders soft. Bend the front knee. Sink down. Now this time, take both hands interlaced behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades down. Now use your core. Lengthen through the side waist. And then reach your heart, reach your shoulders over that thigh. And keep sending those hands towards your left heel. 2 more here. 1 more round of breath. And then go ahead and gently release your hands. And then shift your left heel up. Bend your back knee. Step it all the way to the top. Take your feet a little wider than hips width. And go ahead and send those hips all the way down. Yogi squat. Whew. Now remember, if you need to place something under the heels, go for it. You need a little extra lift, whatever that might be, if the hands need to come down here. Now we're doing crow pose twice this morning. Here's our first round. So if once is enough, you decide. You can do it first time, you can do it second time, you can do it both times. You skip them both. With that, pull of the heart here, so if you can get that nice lift. Ground it through the feet. Now taking your time, send your hands forward. Pull the heart forward. Coming onto your toes, lift your hips. Bringing those knees right as high as you can.
below the shoulder, by that underarm on the tricep, and taking your time. Keep reaching your heart forward. Don't let the head drop. Keep pulling forward. Taking one more inhale. You can step it back. You can hop it back. You can float into your vinyasa. You decide. And then meet me all the way back in a downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale up like to the sky. Exhale, come forward. And back. And two more. And back. One more. Pause at the top. Step your foot between your hands. Now, first with Crescent. Come onto your fingertips. Soften your shoulders. Sweep the arms up. Wrap, so everything here, start to set it up. Core is engaged. Shoulders away from ears, no tension. And then adjust. Back heel drops. Front heel, walk it in just a little bit. And then set it right into Warrior Two. Send your inner thigh forward. Don't let that inner thigh fall inside of the ankle. Send it straight toward the top of your mat. Pressing palms down. Nice and strong. Back leg. Long. Tailbone reaching. Take an inhale. And start with forearm. No, we're not just kind of sinking and hanging out on the forearm. You're lifted up. So it involves more core, more center stability. It's a good thing. For some of us, this is enough. You stay here. For others of us, you might start to reach that hand down towards the mat. Now keep that connection, especially if you reach the arm. See how my arm and leg are connected here? You want that. You don't want the arm to be way out here. One line. Now taking this top arm, rotate. Bring it back either towards the hip. Maybe you can reach around towards the thigh. Softening your shoulder down away from your ear. Two more breaths. One more. And as you inhale, float your right arm up, pause. Now here's the tricky part. Keep the Warrior Two. Woo. Take another inhale, I know. Exhale, extend. There's your break, pausing. Get a little lift. Recenter. Hug your left hip back, and when you're ready, extend. Go back into Warrior Two. Now take your hands, change the interlace, awkward grip, interlace behind your back, draw the shoulder blades down, broaden the collarbones, and as you shift forward, find a little bit more of that length. Inner thigh towards the top of the mat. Two more here, use the core to support. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release your hands. Pause, shift your gaze forward. Take your back foot, hop it up. And guess what? That's right. One more round here, toes to the side. Send your hips down. Now, if once was enough for you, awesome, cool, chill, hang out. If you're ready for one more, you can go for it. Playing with it, that support through the core. Trying to get those hips to lift up. And then from there, if you're getting real good with it, see if you can start to lengthen the arms a little bit more. So rather than keeping that nice deep bend, you're trying to get a little bit more towards a straighter arm. It pushes more weight into the fingertips, which makes it a little bit more scary, but once you find that control, it's kind of nice. Now you decide, you want a couple more breaths, stay. If you're ready to make your way out of it, go for it. Inhale to lift. And up and back. Take a nice deep inhale here. Out your mouth, let it go. Now go and come high onto your toes, look forward. Bend your knees. And exhale, step or hop. Inhale. Exhale. Half all the way up to stand. And hands to heart. Whew. Now, big toes together. You decide if you want the strap or the belt, whatever it is that you're using. I'd recommend placing it on your left shoulder, just a little stretch, a shoulder opener, before we go deeper into our binds. Take your right palm, flip it up, bring it to the upper back. Tricep wraps forward, belly draws in. Take your left arm, flip, Bring it up. Now here's where either you grab hold of your strap or grabbing the fingers together. So you decide. Gomukhasana. Wrapping right tricep forward, hugging left shoulder back, big toes together. Now if available, send those hips back in the chair. Pausing here. Do that nice by nice, opening with the shoulders. Keep that lift, don't let the weight pull you forward. Keep the heart lifted up. Keep reaching that right elbow up. 2 more breaths. One more round of breath here. As you inhale, lift. And gently release. If you are using that strap, belt, towel, whatever it might be, you're going to place it on the other shoulder. Just so it's there, so it's ready for you. Take the left arm high, bring it up. Wrapping tricep forward, right arm flips. Reach it up. And in. Now, hug right shoulder back, hug left shoulder forward. Hip bones lift, ribs are soft and drawn in, big toes together. Send those hips back. Nice, steady breath here. And steady ujjayi. Calm through the mind, setting your focus. 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more. And as you inhale, gently lift. And exhale. Whew. Release. Go ahead and set if you had the strapper. Whatever it might be. Belt, you can set it off to the side. Go and bring your hands to heart, shoulders. And then just take a gentle roll. Release up and over. And take it back the other way. And go ahead and release the arms. Whew. Soften the shoulders. All right, come back to the top of your mat. Tailbone down. Inhale, float. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Plant your palms. Step or hop, either vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Now just 1 round here. Inhale, float your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot between your hands. Now drop your right heel. We're going right into warrior 2 here. Dropping that back heel, hug the right hip back. As you inhale, float. Now, I should have mentioned this before. Feel free to do it now. If you want to grab your strap or whatever you had close, keep it close by because it might come in handy. In fact, let's actually take it into our right hand. So, I want you to make sure that strap or belt is in your your left hand. Your left hand and bring it back behind you so it's on the outside of your right leg. Now, nice deep warrior 2, belly lifts, and from here, either forearm to thigh or hand all the way down to the mat. So I've got the strap right here in my hand. Now we're gonna work towards a full bind. So why I have the strap is because I'm gonna turn a little bit more diagonal. The strap is gonna come down here. Now, if you can't quite reach for the hands, you're gonna use the strap here. And you're gonna hold on. Most importantly, I don't want you to push the hips back. Hug the hips underneath you, reach your heart forward. So that extra length there gives you some space to grab. Otherwise, you're reaching underneath and you're taking hold of the hand. Heart reaches forward. Now keep sending that inner thigh forward, hugging that right bum underneath you. 2 more rounds of breath here. Maybe you take the gaze up. 1 more. If you have that bind going, gently release. Left arm up to the sky. Keep the bend. Work through it. Bring it up. Flip your palm. Take it back into reverse warrior. Shoulders nice and soft. Taking 1 more. Inhale. And then as you exhale, releasing your hands down. Go ahead and step all the way back. If you need a child's pose, take it. A vinyasa, take it. When you're ready, bring me back in down dog. Now have that bind go. If you felt shoulders are tight, if you need that strap, use it. Give a little extension to the arms. It's a big, big shoulder stretch there. Let's reset. Take a moment. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale. Left leg to the sky. Exhale into nose, step your foot between your hands. Now drop your back heel. Now I turn a little bit diagonal so you can see, but again, feel free if you want to go ahead and start to grab whatever. You might have a strap, belt. Now it's going to be placed in your right hand this time. And again, behind your body, bend your front knee forward. Now, belly lifts, and again, all this can be done from here. You don't have to go all the way down. And for even a variation for my friends who don't want to take the full bind, go back to where we were, just this little reach here. Whatever might be best for you. For my other friends who are going for that full reach, take the hand down. And then from there, you're hugging underneath. Now I have to lower my chest down to get that bind, but from there, once I get that bind, then you want to pull the heart forward. You don't want your chest to stay down here. You want to reach that heart forward. Think more of pulling the right arm underneath you rather than getting that left arm underneath you. So you've got a little bit more of a lift. The chest is a little bit more proud. It's a real nice opener for that right pectoral, right shoulder. 2 more here. 1 more. And release, pause. Woo. Press into your back leg. I know the front leg can feel it. Mine definitely feels it. Flip that front palm. Powering through. Use your breath. 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, take your time. Windmill your hands. Stepping back into your plank, take an inhale. If vinyasa feels right, go for it. Otherwise, just meet me right back. And a downward facing dog. Pedal. Release, gently nod your head yes, gently shake your head no. Shoulder blades lifted. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. All right, our last round here. We're gonna balance it out before we bring it all the way to the mat. Inhale, right leg. Exhale into nose. Step your foot between your hands. All the work of the shoulders opening. All that support, strength through the core. Float those arms up, pause. Shoulders soft, take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to shift forward. Hover that left leg up. Drawing in through the center. Shoulders soft from the ears. Arms can be reaching to the side. They can be at the heart. If it feels right for you and you want to reach those arms forward, go for it. Soften the left outer hip so it's even with the right. Taking 1 more inhale here. And with control, slowly step it back into one last crescent pose. On this right side, take an inhale to reach. As you exhale, either through vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Pause. Reach the heart forward. Soften through your shoulders. And then as you lift through the core, float the arms up. Feeling that center, shift your gaze forward. Exhale brings you up. Nice and strong through the center. Shoulders soft away from the ears. Softening the right outer hip down. Pausing here. Move the arm to where it works best for you. 1 more round of breath. And then as you inhale, slowly shift it back. Reaching your arms up, pause. Exhale into your last vinyasa. Take it or leave it. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Out your mouth, let it go. All right, let's open up those glutes. Bringing your right knee forward. Right ankle to left wrist. Single pigeon, let's slow it on down. Now here's another place where these blocks might just be lifesavers. And it would be where you would put it under your hip here to give you a little bit more support. Especially if those glutes piriformis is really tight. That's just an option. Again, if you're practicing regularly, you've got an ongoing practice at home, some props always do help. Even in studios, it's such a yoga thing, like, oh, I've definitely taught classes where I've handed someone a block, I'm like, oh God, no, I don't use blocks.
doesn't mean it's a bad thing. And some days are different than others. If you do a really intense, I'll do an intense leg workout, and then the next day I can't move my hips, and my hips won't sink to the floor. So again, just depending on the day, every day is gonna be different. So if you have a block and you even wanna, doesn't mean to go under the hip, you can use it to rest under the head. Softening through your shoulders. Allowing your breath to slow down. Two more rounds. And on your next inhale, go ahead and take your time. Slowly bringing yourself up, tucking your back toes. Oh, you can't even see. I thought the dog, oh, there's a dog right next to me. I was petting the dog. Oh, there he is. He's kind of in frame. Not really. He wants to join in. And go ahead and step back. And switch sides. Go ahead and bring your left knee forward. You wanted to get in on some pigeon action. Hugging your left hip back. Reaching the heart forward and take your time. Again, go where you need. Block under the hip if that feels right for you. Head on the block. And I realized now I was positioned. I apologize. That didn't make sense before. What you can do with the block. Right underneath the forehead. Soften through your shoulders. Allow your breath to slow down. 2 more rounds here. One more breath. And then take your time, go and slowly lift and bring yourself up. Bring your leg around. Sitting tall. All right, now because we did some shoulder stuff, we're gonna take us into a bridge, possibly a wheel that feels right for you. I keep giving options with blocks because I actually do love to teach with props. Like I said, I don't now because I don't know who has what. I just happen to know that Hector said he had blocks. I was like, awesome. But anyway, if you do, if you don't, no worries. So you're gonna bend your knees, come onto your back. Now if you're done, another great thing for the lower back, again, just a nice release even for the hips. What you can do with the blocks is if you're kind of like, all right, no more heat, I'm good. You wanna just place it right underneath your sacrum. Now the sacrum is just below the lower back, and it's the upper bum. And it should, again, feel comfortable. So play with it. Place it somewhere where it feels comfortable for you, where you could hang out here. So that's if you have a block. If you don't have a block, you can always put a pillow underneath you. If you want to keep the heat going, then you're just going to lift your hips for bridge, tailbone forward, and interlace behind your back. So a few different options there, yogis. Take the one that works best for you. Now, regardless of whether you're on a prop or not, keep your chin reaching up towards the sky. Keep that natural curve through your cervical spine. Soften through your glutes, engage through your hamstrings. We soften the glutes, that way we can get out of the lower back. Opening through the hips, opening through the chest. One more round of breath here. And gently release. Now you decide, is one enough? Awesome. You're good. If you want one more, you can take a bridge. If you want to go a little bit deeper, work towards Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. Hands next to the ears. Now fingers are facing towards your shoulders. You got to wrap those hands all the way around. Very careful. I'm going to demo. Now I like to push up first onto my head, but the neck is delicate, so you have to really be careful. Plant your feet. Don't let the toes turn to the side. From there, use your legs. Yes, the arms have to work, but better that you use your legs because they're much stronger than the arms. Do that nice press down. Heart is reaching, weight even. The legs and arms. One more round of breath here. And exhale. Woo. Gently lower. Pause for a moment. Let your lower back settle onto your mat. I'm going to turn back around again. A lot of back and forth here. Now, one last time here. We're coming to the strap
to the belt, whatever it is that you have. And I want you to bring your right knee to your chest, and I want you to press your heel to that strap. Now the reason why we're using it, and I'm sure, you know, it's a dance studio, so a lot of you are super bendy, flexy. It's not about any tension through your shoulders. So the strap just helps so our shoulders can completely relax onto our mat. We don't want any tension through the upper body. Now feel free, left leg might stay bent. If it feels all right for you, you might extend your leg straight out, flexing your foot. Now don't worry, your knee does not have to touch your face. Go where you feel a nice reach. Inner thigh reaching forward, left inner thigh reaching down, and heel reaching up to the sky. And see I have a nice big bend. Yes, I could grab my foot too if I wanted to. If that's your only option, then yes, by all means, grab your leg. But if you do have a strap, it just kind of helps take any other tension out of your body. We're not trying to build tension in the body. Now I want you to take both straps. I want you to bring them into your left hand. What you're going to do is you're going to rotate your toes towards your right shoulder, like a little first position turn out. And then from here, you're going to slowly pull your leg across your body. Now it's only a few inches. You can take your left thumb, place it in the crease of your right thumb, place it in the crease of your right hip. And it's just a couple inches because we're trying to get the outer edge of that right leg to really stretch. You will probably still feel hamstring, I definitely do, but the goal is this right outer leg, the TFL, IT band. One more round of breath here. And then bring your leg back to center. Now take both straps into your right hand. Take your time. Gently guide that leg all the way out to the side. Take it into the inner thigh. Keep pressing out your left foot. Shoulders stay soft. Breath stays flowing. One more round here. And then bring yourself all the way back to center. Go and release your strap off your foot and just take a moment, release that right leg down. You can even straighten both legs if you kept your left knee bent. Right leg might feel a little bit longer. It's a good thing. Let's even it out. Bend both knees, plant your feet, bring your left foot in, take it around the strap. And just around, place that strap around the base of that heel. A little pull. If it feels right to straighten your right leg, go for it. Now hopefully this side might make more sense because you can see my left hand, but my right hand takes as high up onto the strap as I can while keeping my shoulders soft. My left thumb, I hook it into my left hip crease. Rotate the toe slightly and then just pull, and it's just a couple inches. It's not big, it's not dramatic. It's not about a spinal twist. It's trying to get all of this right here. With the side of the leg. So that's where you should feel it. Yes, hamstring for sure, but getting into the side as well too. One more round of breath here. And then bring that leg back to center last time. Go ahead and take that strap, place it in the left hand. And then keep that right hip down and let that right hip float up. And then now all through the inner left thigh. And steady your breath, taking 2 more rounds here. One more round of breath. Bring yourself all the way back to center. Pause, give it one last little pull towards the nose. And as you exhale, feel free to release the heel all the way down. Now we just finished in a neutral. Should you feel you absolutely need a full twist or something else, you can hug the knees in. Otherwise, go and allow your body a moment to settle. Gently hugging the shoulders in just slightly, shoulder blades towards each other. Taking a comfortable inhale here. Gentle sigh out your mouth. And allow your body to absorb all your work, all your effort. And just find stillness. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bringing movement back to your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms over your head, take a long stretch through your body. Bending your knees, go and roll to your side, allow your breath to deepen. And your next exhale, bring yourself all the way up to a seated position. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, crossing at your shins. Bringing your hands together at heart center. Softening your shoulders down, lifting your heart up. Just taking in all your work, all your effort. Take a deep inhale. And release. 2 more deep breaths in. And release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. It's been an absolute pleasure this 2020. Like I said, I think probably the next 2 Fridays I will be out because they are holidays. But super grateful. Thank you, Hector. Super grateful for this year. It's been crazy whirlwind, but it's been so nice to be doing this. So I hope you all have enjoyed it too, and looking forward. Awesome. Thank you, you as well. Enjoy. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope you all have some type of at least joy out of the holidays coming up. I know they're probably looking very different for everyone, as they are for me. I would usually be in Arizona for for Christmas, but this year I'm staying in LA just because it seems to be the better thing to do than moving around too much right now. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the rest of your 2020, and oh, thank you, Lisa. So great having you as well. And yeah, and most likely see you hopefully again in 2021. Woo. All right, have a good one.